Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is kind of a part 2 to my spell books. If you guys haven't seen that, I will post the link down below. Today I'm showing you how to do these DIY potion bottles, and this is what they look like. And I just repurposed what you'll see later in the video. I repurposed some prescription bottles and some other bottles, so whatever bottles you have laying around the house, you can turn them into these potion bottles and just kind of recreate it and make it your own. So if you guys want to see how I did it, just keep watching. So here are the prescription bottles that I had, and you just want to take off the labels, and it's okay if you still have that sticky, tacky mess to them. But you just want to make sure you have most of the labeling off, and then you're just going to paint them a matte black. This is actually an ice cream jar that I had. You can use whatever bottle you'd like. I have a makeup remover bottle, and I'm just going to paint them with some black craft paint and just give them a nice good coat. And this doesn't have to be perfect, you just want to make sure that it's a thick, opaque black coat on there. You don't really want it to be see-through. So you might have to do 2 coats with this depending on your bottle and the paint that you're using. And then once you have your coats on there, let it dry before you do the next step. Next step is taking a hot glue gun, and you can just put whatever you want on there. This is a bigger jar, so I'm going to put this one as troll toes. You can make it whatever you want, venom, poison, the sky's the limit. This is your creation. So you can go ahead and use a hot glue gun for this. You can even use stickers. You can do whatever you want with it. I used labels on some of them. You can even do that as well. Write out what you want. This one I just wanted it to be a little bit more textured, so I'm just doing different designs, some swirls, even placing some vines in there just to kind of give it an older look. And then this one is going to be my love potion bottle. I just figured this was the right size for this, so I'm just going to write out love potion with this hot glue gun. And all the strings that are left behind with the hot glue gun, don't worry about them until after it's cooled. You can just peel them right off. They come off very easily. So for the littler prescription bottles, I made these little labels, and those are just going to be hot glued as well. And I just used some scrap paper and just wrote what I want. And this part's easy too. So this one is going to be my venom bottle. And be careful when you're pressing this down because the hot glue is hot. So be careful not to burn yourself during using a hot glue gun during all of this. And then I'm just placing a hot glue kind of around the edge of this because this will look kind of cool later on when we do our painting. So I'm just kind of giving it a border. And I'm just texturing the bottle some more, putting in some little zigzag lines, swirly lines. And then once you're done and the glue has cooled, you're going to go in with some black craft paint that you painted earlier and just paint over all of that glue that we just laid down. And this is what we're kind of going for, the look. And I'll show you how we did that. I took some gold. It's an antique gold. You don't want anything like a bright gold. You want more of an antique gold look. And I'm just using this antique gold paint to create it. And I'm taking a brighter metallic gold shade, and I'm going to use that for the labels of each bottle because I want the wording to be brighter. And you can use Rub and Buff too. I think that works better, but I didn't have any near me, and I didn't want to wait for it to come in mail, so I'm just using paint. You can use paint as well. You can use your fingers. I've tried my fingers. You can use it with a brush. I really like the method of just taking a tissue paper and just crumbling up your tissue and dipping it into the paint. It worked best for me. You can try it out for you and you do whatever way that works best for you. But I find that just using a Kleenex and dipping it into the paint and just dabbing it onto there worked pretty good for me. And then for the writing and the lettering on the bottles, I'm taking that brighter gold paint and a fine small paintbrush, and I'm just painting on those letters because I just want the lettering to stand out the most, if that makes sense. So this part is completely up to you and what you want it to look like. You don't have to use the brighter gold, but this is just the look that I was going for. So I'm just painting on those letters. It should look something like that. And then I'm just taking that antique gold shade and going all over the textured areas on this bottle where the glue is. And this is why I said I went and did like a little border around where I labeled the venom, just because I think it looks kind of cool having a border around it. That's completely up to you, but that's what that looks like. And I tied some little raffia around it just to give it a little something extra, but that is how it turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Again, I will link the spell books, how to do those as well, down below. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and happy Halloween!